And free agency hit immediately after the NBA Finals was over, and there's some big names that have been on the move currently. Sticks, what do you feel? Who do you feel has had the biggest move right now? In early stages
that's
of
easy.
Free agency.
That's easy. It's the 76ers. Easily the 76ers.
Okay. You think it's easily? It's not even any other
not
move
even
close?
As of right now, not even close. The 76ers is the biggest winner because you extended Maxey.
Yeah.
You still got Embiid, and now you got that third star, even though he's going towards the end of his career a little bit. He's towards the back of his prime. Now you got Paul George in a situation where he can make this team better. And not only that, they retained I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. I see his face, but I'm drawing a blank on his name. Kelly Oubre. They retained Kelly Oubre. Only thing they lost was Tobias Harris, which honestly
they replaced him.
They replaced him with who though? I can't remember.
With Paul George.
Oh, with Paul George for sure. Yeah. I think me personally, I think the 76ers is easily the biggest winner so far in this free agency. But to be honest with you, if going forward, they really ain't nobody else out there other than DeMar DeRozan, which I'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, I think they're easily the biggest winner so far to me. Who you think is the biggest winner?
I think it's a tie, honestly. I had to think about it because I think
I know what you're about to say, but go ahead.
My initial thought was the 76ers and Paul George. Okay. But then I got to thinking, I was like, if he can get back to shooting halfway how he was. I
knew you was about to say that. Go ahead.
The Mavs, bro. Like I think the Mavs is a big move because again, they're coming off the finals where they did not look good at all against the Boston Celtics. Especially with shooting. But the thing that got them to the finals and got them in the position that they were in towards the end of the year was defense. And so if they keep the defense up, if they can bring that into next season, along with Clay, who was also known as a defender, you add his defensive prowess on that end, his shooting. If Kyrie and Luka can play like they did in that playoff run,
really how they played all season for real. Yeah, they were playing well together all season, but that playoff run was good into the finals.
The Mavericks look hard to beat. If Clay is shooting like a splash brother and not a trash brother.
I like that one.
You know what I mean? And
that might be the title.
If Kyrie is balling like we know Kyrie can ball, if Luka can stay healthy and put up the numbers that he put up last year, should have been MVP in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. I don't have a vote, so that means nothing. I think that's a big move for the Mavs. Now, does that get them over the hump to win the championship? Probably not, but it definitely can get them back into the finals again.
True. I agree. So who were you done? I'm sorry. Yeah. So who do you think is the biggest loser so far in free agency, D-Lo?
The Lakers.
100%. I think it's a three-way tie, but I'll let you go ahead and tell why you do.
I think it's the Lakers, man, because it's clear as day to me that in my mind, LeBron understands he's probably gonna sign a 3-year deal. He's not gonna be maximized those 3 years, right? And so I think LeBron understanding who he is, the criticism that he gets for as of lately,
everything.
Anyway. Yeah, everything. But as of lately, destroying teams. I'll put that in air quotes.
100%.
I think he's trying to pass the torch to AD as the person, the man with LA, but then also make sure that there's somebody along with AD when Bron rides off in the sunset. And so, but it doesn't seem like the Lakers. I think they're trying to trade to get there, but it doesn't seem like they're actually like really putting forth the effort to do it.
Bruh. So, okay. I'm going to talk about the Lakers here in a second because I got a little bit more information.
And Golden State.
Yes. But the other two teams that I think really lost in free agency is the Clippers and the Hawks.
Wait. Why do you think the Clippers?
Because
they lost PG. Okay,
but they lost PG and they re-signed an aging Harden to an extension as well. Like, why would you even do that? You could have played
well in the playoffs. He finally played well in the playoffs.
He finally played well in the playoffs for that. What the two series they lost in the second round, right?
Yeah.
So
if Kawhi
he played okay in the playoffs, but
is playing not. I'm sorry to cut you off, but if Kawhi is playing in the playoffs, they probably beat the Mavericks.
But see, that's another thing too, though. You're betting all your money on a guy who hasn't been healthy in the past like 4-5 seasons.
I don't think he hasn't been healthy. PG not to come back.
I'm not even talking about PG. I'm not even talking about PG. You gave a bunch of money to Kawhi Leonard, who hasn't been healthy since he was in Toronto. That was 2021.
Right.
He hasn't been healthy since then. He hasn't been healthy in the past 3 seasons. Hasn't played a full season in the past 3 seasons. Hasn't played a full playoff in the past 3 seasons. But you're betting all your money on Kawhi Leonard. You let PG go for nothing.
Wow.
You re-sign.
Yeah. He did. They did do a sign and trade, so I can't say I don't think they let him go, but he apparently wanted out. Like Clay wanted out
for sure. So you let PG go for basically nothing. You re-sign a guy in James Harden who only averaged 16 points in the season and 5 assists, and you re-sign him to a $35 million a year, 2-year extension, which don't make no sense to me. And you don't have nobody,
money, bro. You know that.
Well, true, but why would you bet money on James Harden when you could have let him go to the market, see who nobody wants him over the past 3 years? He's done teams dirty. See that nobody wants to even bet on James Harden and sign him back with less money.
Well, the Lakers are going to try to pick him up.
That wouldn't have been. I don't think that would have been a good fit. But that's just me.
That's one of the players that Bron said he would take a pay cut for is James Harden.
True, and I'm gonna get to the Lakers as well. So
yeah.
So that's why
before you say that though. Before you say that though, I understand where you were going with the Kawhi point, but understand the PG loss is worse than the Kawhi loss. It's worse than betting the house.
100%. 100%. I agree.
Well, I guess it's in tandem because the reason that the PG loss is worse is because
they bet the house on Kawhi to get PG.
They bet yes. So, but they basically they gave away Shea and a whole boatload of draft picks.
And a couple other players too for Paul George.
For Paul George.
So that is worse. That is 100% worse because they lost a lot of capital that they had. So that's the Clippers. I think the Hawks are losers because number one, they drafted the wrong Frenchman. To me, they should have drafted Alex R. That's just me. I think they drafted the wrong Frenchman, and then they gave up DeJounte Murray literally for nothing.
Yeah.
So now who are y'all? So now who are y'all gonna get with that capital that y'all have now, because y'all got some draft picks, which were kind of insignificant draft picks, and a couple of players. So now who are y'all going to get to build around the rookie and Trae Young? Because like that, to me, that's just because now Alex Saul would have been so much of a better position because they drafted a point guard Frenchman when they already have Trae Young. They could have got a power forward Frenchman that was better. They could have got Alex Saul, who's better than the guy. I can't even pronounce the dude's name. I'm just saying the number one pick. That's who they picked up. They should have drafted Alex Saul.
But did you? When he got drafted, everybody was like, "Huh?
Who? Did you see the post I put on Instagram? I'm watching the draft. Like, who is these niggas? Like, who is these? I knew Alex Saul was, but
Tommy Davis.
Like who is these?
Who
niggas?
are these?
Who are these niggas? Like, who is this guy? So I'm like, so that's why I think I almost said the Falcons. That's why I think the Hawks lost. But then you get to the Lakers, and we're gonna talk about Golden State here in a minute because we got another point about that. But I'm gonna get to the Lakers, bro. The Lakers for the past couple of years have done nothing in free agency, bro. And it's kind of getting frustrating because you got LeBron saying he gonna take a pay cut so that way you can go get somebody on a what is it, a multi-level extension on an MLE to be able to sign a quality role player. He said he was taking a $20 million pay cut for that. So you can go inside a quality role player. Then you whiff on Clay, you whiff on James Harden, you whiff on Valanciunas, which I think would have been the perfect pick because you need AD to play power forward, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You get Valanciunas
on the play power forward anyway.
He wants to play power forward.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you could get a guy Valanciunas on the MLE, but then you could offer Valanciunas 17 million, 18 million, up to $20 million for Valanciunas, which he don't deserve that, but you could offer him way more than what he signed.
Basketball money is different, man. We got to stop saying they don't deserve it. These basketball players make money. It's like, what?
I agree.
They can average.
OG Anunoby is making $50 million a year. Do you think OG Anunoby deserves $50 million a year?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Valanciunas ended up going, I think, to where did he go? I think he went to the Pelicans for $10 million.
He went back
$10 million a year. I think he. I can't. I have it up here somewhere. Let me see. Valanciunas. No, he went to Washington.
Yeah,
on a 3-year, $30 million deal. The Lakers could have offered him 3 years, 15, and didn't do it. That would have been the bid that you could have had right there behind AD. No Diddy, and y'all would have had the center that y'all needed to have AD play power forward. Like, and then you see LeBron James taking a pay cut. Then you let D'Angelo Russell take his player option so that way you can trade him eventually, but you don't trade him. Like,
well, they're trying to find a team to trade him to.
But there's nobody. Yeah, but they're going to have to do a sign and trade because they talking about getting DeMar DeRozan. They're going to have to do a sign and trade to get him. But who you trading? Because you ain't got no capital really. You got draft picks now, but you ain't got no capital really because who wants Gabe Vincent? Who wants Taurean Prince? Who wants who wants these guys, bro? Who wants these dudes to sign and trade for DeMar DeRozan? Like, you have no leverage. And like, so now for the past 2 years, you ain't done nothing to get no, bro. Like, oh my God. Then they talking about like you said, they're talking about bringing Taurean Prince back. They're talking about the Taurean Prince, which was the problem because that's the reason why hands in his pockets ain't the coach no more because he loved Taurean Prince so damn much. And he kept putting him in the rotation and he was a net negative on the team the whole year. You know, Darvin Ham, he was in there. He was on the sidelines of the games playing pocket pool the whole game. You know that.
Come on,
you know that.
Bro. Leave that.
He was in, man. That man had a hole in his pocket. He was in there funneling something. But anyway,
stop it.
But now the Golden State Warriors, they lost too. Go ahead and talk about Golden State, bro, because I've been rambling for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, just one. You let Chris Paul go. Who is? I mean, CP
on a vet minimum $10 million for 1 year. Nah,
but I mean, he's on the probably his last couple legs. Last leg,
sure
to be honest, of his playing career. But he's played a long time. He's been in the league 20 years. This would be his 20th year, right?
Yeah, this would be his 20th. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they let CP go. They traded Clay, but I don't think, like I said with PG, I don't think. They wanted to come back.
Clay? I mean, they just let Clay go.
It was no. It was a signing trade. It was a signing trade, okay. And then they traded him. Yeah.
Got you.
Just like PG. PG was a signing trade also. I mean, you can check it just to make sure I'm telling the truth because I don't want.
No, you're right.
I don't want to be on the podcast a lie.
No, you're good. You're right.
But yeah, so it was a signing trade. Then who else did they let go?
That's it. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was somebody else.
Those are two bigger names.
Go. Somebody else said they let go. Oh, well, no, that's not it.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
the Wiggins thing that you're talking about.
I mean,
right?
yeah, we'll get to the Wiggins, but so they let PG go. I mean, not PG. They let CP go. They let Clay go in the signing trade, and they thought they were going to get PG, but PG ended up going to the Sixers.
To Philly. Yep.
Now, one of the other things that's why we're saying that they're losers is they told Andrew Wiggins he can't play in the Olympics for Canada because they want to make sure he's healthy so that he can be traded in the future. Like, huh?
Like, what is Golden State doing, bro?
What is going on? Listen, Bob Myers would never.
Never, dog.
Bob, I mean, Mike Dunleavy, man, what you doing in Golden State, bro? They gonna get you up out of there quick, bro. You quick. You're gonna be in there long. You probably be there another year, and then this be your last year. Because I mean, it's just a lot going on. It's just a lot going on in Golden State. The team has been in decline since Bob Myers left. It seems like free fall, if you will.
For sure.
And so, but the Andrew Wiggins thing is funny because, like, I understand business is business. You want to make sure that your assets are in their best ability. They have their best ability, their best shape, so that you can get more assets for them and whatnot. But how you gonna tell a man that he can't play in the Olympics, which is to some, I believe Andrew Wiggins played for Canada in the last Olympics, but for some people,
pretty sure
this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And you're going to tell him that he can't play because you want to make sure that he's as healthy as possible. Again, I know some business people out there going to come for me, but you can't do that. That's just out of pocket for me.
Indeed. I mean, and it don't make no sense to me, bro. Rob Pelinka and Mike Dunleavy are terrible right now. Like, they're the laughing stock of the league as far as like GMs, because they're not doing anything to help their teams, bro. And it's getting annoying just watching it, dog. Like, oh my gosh. Like, between all the California teams other than Sacramento are stinking it up right now. They're stinking it up. It don't make no sense, bro. Like, at least Sacramento re-signed Malik Monk, who was a 6th Man of the Year candidate last year. At least they re-signed him. They didn't let him go nowhere. That was good for them. But like, the best thing that the Lakers did was sign Dalton Connect. That was to me, that was a really good pick.
Drafted Dalton Connect.
Drafted Dalton Connect. That was a really, really good pick for them. But as far as the offseason, they've been sucking it up, bro. And I'm like, what are they gonna do? When are they gonna make a move to put Bron in a position to where, like you say, he can hand the torch over to AD and have a good farewell to where he can compete for another championship, possibly? Like, what are they gonna do, bro?
Kobe wasn't afforded that, so we can't expect from.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But the Lakers just have been not that great this offseason. I mentioned JJ Redick earlier, so they whiffed on getting another coach other than JJ.
The UConn coach, was his
Dan
name?
Hurley.
Dan Hurley, yep. I think he was playing the Lakers though, low key. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, of course, he was using that as leverage for
UConn. Yep,
and then also in recruiting too. You can say, well, I was up to be the Lakers coach, and so on and so forth. Come play for me.
NBA level coach to play for. Yep,
right. You know what I mean? And then especially with the transfer portal and all that stuff now, and UConn being 2-time national champion, back-to-back national champion. So, definitely. And then, like I said, again, I don't have any issue with Bronny being picked. It could have been worse picks at 55, but then you draft Bronny in the second round rather than getting somebody that can actually help your team. I shouldn't say it like that. That can be a valuable piece for your team specifically. Like, you could have got a big man, you know what I mean, at the second round pick.
True.
And then you just right now you haven't gotten a name in free agency that's going to be, that can help you out, help you win in playoffs, get past the Nuggets, not struggle with the Nuggets in the playoffs for the next year or so. So they're just looking bad right now.
They're looking bad for sure, G. For sure, they're looking bad.
Yeah.